Namaste. Welcome, everyone. It's Anita with Empirical Grace Acupuncture Acupressure. Sorry to be coming on here so late today. I have been down with the cold and the flu, but I wanted to make sure I got on here and we did a little bit of acupressure and back to my normal schedule tomorrow. Try to do more of these lives. So everybody get comfortable, get into a nice seated place. We usually have a couple hundred people on here on TikTok and then joining other people on both our YouTube channels, Empirical Grace and Empirical Grace Fertility and Weight Loss. If you are on our main YouTube channel, Empirical Grace, it's become a little bit of a men's channel. There's a lot of men's information, although there are some good women's information there. And also our second YouTube channel, Empirical Grace Fertility and Weight Loss, has some really good information. Also on Instagram, we are so loyal to the folks on Instagram. You've been with us through thick and thin, even though we got hacked and everything. So thank you for joining us. We're going to do a good solid 20 minutes of acupressure. And depending on the time, if I have a little energy, I will get back on the men's channel and do a specific live for the men's. And while we're waiting for a few more folks to join on in, I just want to give everybody a friendly reminder that I've treated over 100,000 patients in 2 countries, the United States and India. My goal is to serve and to teach all of you acupressure self-care to help yourselves along with your doctor's recommendation. Thank you so much. And also, we have great products that also all the monetization money from the videos as well as the products go towards the 2 future free clinics. And our products are, we have these beautiful malas. We've been getting more mala orders, so thank you so much. Let me show you today, what do we feel like showing a different color each time? So we're going to show, I don't have that many of this color, but it is the orange color. And so you can see our malas on Etsy, or you can also order them through the PayPal. It's in the link in the bio. And on our videos, we're starting to put how you access the link because I think a lot of people don't know how to purchase our products. And again, they're semi-precious stones. It's a brass ornament and it helps you. It's handmade by my family in India and it's blessed in India. It helps you bring in your affirmations. In addition to that, we have socks. We have lots of different socks. We have socks on women's health, weight loss, men's health, pain management, as well as on skin and hair. And the socks are really cool. Let me show you the weight loss one. On the weight loss one, you don't need to know the acupressure point. You just know what you want to press. Like for example, anxiety relief, you just press the anxiety relief point. You put the socks on and press. So these socks are a wonderful guide to help you. I recommend that you do about 20 minutes of acupressure. You can do the socks or you can follow along on these lives, which are both on both our YouTube channels. And then also we have books. We have books on, let's see, we have books on weight loss, men's health, and women's health. These are digital products. As soon as you purchase it, you will get the link to download it. I just happened to print them out for myself. And then in addition to that, we have other products coming out. They'll be coming out in the next 2 weeks. And then I'm also working on a patent. So once that patent is finished, you guys will see that product. So a lot of good stuff here to help you along the way. So I'm going to put my hair up real quick and we're going to get to it. While I'm about to do that, I want to hear from all of you. Could you put in the chat what you want to do today? We're going to do weight loss. We're going to do stress relief. And again, if I have a little energy at the end, I will do some specific points for the gentlemen since they've been waiting so patiently. What do you guys want? Ear points, face points, head points, hand points, or you want me to show you some stuff on the foot? So if you can put in the chat, let me see. I'm on 4 platforms, Instagram, as well as main YouTube channel, as well as the YouTube channel for Empirical Grace Fertility and Weight Loss, as well as TikTok. What do you guys want? You want hand points, foot points, head points, ear points, hand points? What do you want? What do you guys want? If you can, where's your shop? It's on Etsy. It's also in the link in the bio. So go ahead and check out the link in the bio. So good morning, good morning. Hand points. All right, a few other people, let me know. What else do you want? Hand points, head point, arm points, foot points, and what points do you want? Face, ear, or foot, or what do you want today? How are you guys feeling today? So, okay, we're going to give 1 more minute for people to see, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, I think that's enough. All right, so a lot of people wanted hand and foot, and a few people wanted head. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with 1 point on the face, and then we're going to move on to the hand and the foot so that you guys have, we're going to focus on weight loss, but I also see some questions coming up regarding the body and pain. So remember, the body's mirror image just like this, as well as 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 like this, like this, like this, and like this. So a really good point that you can do for helping you on your weight loss journey is to start from yin tong, and then we're going to go along the jawline, and then we're going to go ahead and do this. So I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. We're going to do this for a minute or so, and I'm going to explain to you why we're doing this. When you follow along, I want you to breathe in from your nose, not your mouth. Breathing in from your nose helps you with nitric oxide, which can boost metabolism for weight loss. Nitric oxide can also help you regulate a cycle. Gentlemen, nitric oxide is really good, not only to help you with blood pressure along with your doctor's recommendations, but nitric oxide can also bring blood everywhere, and we'll leave it at that. So we're going to go from yin tong to the temple, along the jawline, and going up. Everybody do this with me for the next minute or so. This is a great acupressure protocol for so many different reasons. Let me walk you through it. The point right on top right here can help with a lot of different things. It can help with sinus trouble, ethmoid, sphenoid, and frontal. It can also help with headaches and migraines. It can also help relax the jaw so that you can chew your foods better. It can also help you with blood pressure issues. It can also help you with that deep fatigue, and it can also help you with sleep. So doing this protocol can cover so many different things. Also, so many people, all of you, write in and talk to me about anxiety. Now, you all know this if you've been with me. How does anxiety affect us, right? Anxiety is stress. Sadness is stress. Anger is stress. That's going to impact cortisol. And then that's going to also impact serotonin. Serotonin turns into melatonin. And so if you disrupt that cycle, what it can do, along with many other things, is it can imbalance hormones. And as a result, you may not be sleeping well. And as a result, your metabolism and appetite may not be there. As a result, your pooping may be off. As a result, you might have that cortisol belly. These are simple acupressure points that can help retain that equation along with your doctor's recommendations. Also, for gentlemen, it is so important that we help you in doing these certain points. A lot of men who struggle with blood sugar and blood pressure issues. This is a great point right here for blood pressure. It's also safe to do if you're pregnant. So I want you to consider doing this point to help you along the way for blood pressure and blood sugar so that it can help restore the blood vessels along with your doctor's recommendations to help you along the way. This is also a great point for women trying to regulate their cycle. This can help to boost ovulation, to also help with regulating the cycle if you're trying to conceive. This right here, this point also is a really good point for so many different things. Remember, the body's mirror image just like this. So this point can help with pooping. It can also help with water retention. It can also help with insulin resistance. It can also help with a maxillary sinus headache. It can also help gentlemen to breathe better. And so if they breathe better with nitric oxide, if they're struggling with the sinus trouble or sleep apnea and they're breathing better, it can help them along the way. So this protocol can be really powerful. Nice protocol to do while you're washing your face for a few minutes. I want you to get 20 minutes of acupressure in. This is a fantastic protocol to do. All right, a lot of you wanted hand points. So I'm going to show you the 3 most powerful hand points you can do. And I'm going to show you how they can be impactful to helping you not only with women's issues, men's issues, but of course weight loss. So again, the hand points, they're off limits if you're pregnant. I do not want you to do the hand points if you're pregnant. And if I wanted to apologize, my nose is a little rough because I had a cold and the flu and I've been blowing out my nose. And it's actually quite amazing that I was able to turn around this cold and flu in 3 days. I took care of myself, took the appropriate appropriate supplements, and then also gave myself a ton of acupuncture. So excuse me if it's a little raw. So there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and go through the 3 most important points for men's health, women's health, as well as weight loss. You cannot do these points if you're pregnant. Please do not do this protocol if you are pregnant. Everybody knows this viral point. I talk about this point all the time. I feel like all my videos have this point. So this is large intestine 4. If you Google me, you're going to come across this point. point. So remember, the body's mirror image just like this, mirror image just like this, and mirror image just like this, as well as like this. So let's walk through what this point is for. Let's walk through all the indications for weight loss. This is a great pooping point. Remember, if you have stuck poop, how can you lose weight? How can you metabolize? It's like basic plumbing, right? This is going to help clear out the colon so you can metabolize. This point I really like for men because this can mirror image the lower back as well as the lower abdomen. So this can bring strength and balance to the GV and CV meridian to rule the front of the body and the back of the body so men can do what they want. This is also a great point because this is a large intestine meridian. This governs the kidney as well as the stomach meridian where the uterus overlies. That's why I don't want pregnant women to do this point because it's too stimulating. But on the flip side, if you are a woman and you're trying to regulate a protocol, this is such a smart protocol to do because this can help bring blood flow and help you to regulate a cycle. If you're trying to regulate your cycle, of course, stop when you're pregnant, and you can do this for 3 until you get 3 regular cycles. So this is such a smart protocol. From another point of view, this is a great protocol because it rules the back. So a lot of people tell me they're having, let's see, on the camera, let me move the camera a little bit so the TikTokers can see this better. Is that better? I think this is better for all platforms. Let me move Instagram a little bit. And then that way, yeah, there we go. I think you guys can see it much better. There you go. How long do you, oh, thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that. I apologize. Okay, you're welcome. Sorry, I could have done that for you earlier. I apologize. It's hard to sometimes keep 4 cameras going, but all good. So this is a great protocol to help with pain. And this, remember, the body's mirror image just like this. Remember, images the body from top to bottom, right? So if you image the body top to bottom, then this can be good for headaches. It can be good for spinal pain. This could be good for upper back pain, lower back pain, L2, L4, L5, S1 pain. This can also be good for sciatica down the legs. It can also be good for foot pain. So this is a great protocol. Also, this is a great protocol from mouth to anus. What I mean is indigestion, digestion, colitis, Crohn's disease. It can also help with too little pooping, too much pooping. So this is a great protocol that you can do. So if you are wanting to really do some self-care, what I would recommend is to do 20 minutes of acupressure. And what you can consider doing is maybe some face points in the morning, doing these hand points throughout the day. I do a little bit of acupressure between every call, and I have the luxury of giving myself acupuncture. And we're going to do the feet today, so you can consider doing the foot points at nighttime. That's a beautiful, and ear points too at nighttime. That's a beautiful protocol. So let's go ahead and do our next point. This is, let's see, can I ask you, I had Bell's palsy about 8 years ago and noticed recently my smile is off. Yes, go see an acupuncturist, darling. You can really get helped with acupuncture for Bell's palsy. Please go see an acupuncturist. So this is another protocol. I love this protocol for my men. This protocol seems to work really well for men. So the reason why I like this protocol for men is it can help with the pelvic floor, and it can also help with testosterone. So this is a great protocol for men. For women, this can help with water retention. This can help with hot flashes, night sweats. This can also help with hormone balance. Specifically, triple warmer 3 can help with hormone balance. So my ladies who are struggling with trying to conceive with FSH, LH, estrogen, progesterone, this is a great protocol that you can do. This is a great protocol to help with water retention. This is also a great protocol to help with insulin resistance. It can also help with blood pressure. So if you are overweight, of course, work with your medical doctor on your blood sugar and blood pressure levels. Don't mess around, work with your medical doctor. But this is a great self-care protocol that you can do. So I like to do this protocol maybe a couple times throughout the day for a couple minutes. I also like to do this protocol for a couple minutes throughout the day as well. Next protocol, this is a phenomenal point. Let me explain to you what this point is good for. By the way, this is a great point if you're pooping too much. Also, this is a good point for men and women and everyone who is struggling with losing weight. This is a great point to help with belly fat. This can help with that reduction of adipose tissue. This can also help with insulin resistance. So this is a great point if you're struggling with blood sugar issues. So this is a great protocol that you can do. This also can be a great protocol for helping with sciatica pain, especially coming from the SI joint or the sacrum. This can also be helpful for shoulder pain. Someone asked earlier on TikTok, this can be a really good protocol. So just to review, if you are wanting to help yourself with weight loss or with helping yourself with men's issues, women's issues, the best way acupuncture can help is that they can help balance hormone, help you with blood sugar, blood pressure, along with your doctor's recommendations, can help you get that good night's sleep so that your appetite and hunger can be better. For gentlemen, nitric oxide, also for women, for hormone balance, because the cortisol, helping you with that cortisol belly. So we did the face point, and then we did 3 hand points because you guys said you wanted the hand points. Remember, hand points are off limits if you're pregnant. So hand points are 1, 2, and 3. I want you to get 20 minutes of acupressure. Personally, I don't care what point you do. I want you to pick a few points and get in the habit. Remember, the hand can represent the head, the back, the hip, the foot. So by doing 1 point, it can help with lots of different things. All right, let's focus on the foot. And then we're going to do some ear points because everybody always asks about sleep. And I want you, it's midweek. I want you all to get a good sleep. Oh, I'm glad you guys are a part of the fan club. We're going to go ahead and pick the weight loss sock. And I'm going to show you on the foot. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to angle this camera so you can see my feet. But if you go to the YouTube, you can see my feet. I definitely do the points. So if you're a feet lover, I guess you can go there. Good God. Okay, so here we have the foot, right? We have the right foot and the left foot. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through some points that you can do. We're going to talk about weight loss because everybody's here for weight loss. And so weight loss, what are the key complaints with weight loss? Anxiety, sleep, metabolism, cravings. That's pretty much it, right? A lot of you I've asked are on different diets, whether it's calorie deficit, intermittent fasting. I want you to pick a diet that works for you. For me, intermittent fasting is great. I can't deprive myself of the calories, but intermittent fasting, I watch what I eat on intermittent fasting. It works well for me. So let's walk through the weight loss sock. So what you're going to do is, let me try to get my foot model. So I'll show you on a blank foot as well as on the sock. So let's see. So we have this foot right here. So this foot, and again, feet points do not do if you're pregnant. It's too stimulating. So do not do the feet points if you're pregnant. So we're going to press where it says anxiety relief. I just didn't even give you, I made it stupid simple. So basically, anxiety relief, you're going to press there. So anxiety relief is between the first and it's between the big toe and the first toe right here. So you're going to press anxiety relief. Anxiety relief is really important because anxiety relief can help you, gentlemen, help manage serotonin. There's effects to too little serotonin and too much serotonin. It can affect men differently. And then also anxiety relief also can help maintain that equation between serotonin and also melatonin, which can help women and men with burning fat and also helping them with hunger and metabolism. So this is a great protocol that you can do to manage anxiety, for not only managing anxiety, but also your health benefits, whether it's in the bedroom or whether it's weight loss. Also, I've also seen women in my practice that are anxious, that there's a interplay that also prevents having a regular cycle, right? The body is intelligent. If you're anxious, then it can disrupt that regularity of a cycle. So on the foot point, you have an anxiety relief point, which is liver 3, but on the foot, it just says anxiety relief. You just have to press for a few minutes every day, anxiety relief. And then on the foot, it's between the big toe and also the first toe. So that's a really good point. Now, a lot of people ask me about pooping. It seems like there's a real struggle with pooping. So you have constipation and then you also have diarrhea. So if you're having diarrhea, you would acupress right here where it says decrease diarrhea. And if you're constipated, you would press right here, which it says improve constipation, which is essentially stomach 43. So if you're struggling with IBS or Crohn's disease, where people have alternating, constipation, then you can acupress both, and you can actually do all the points, because sometimes with anxiety you get diarrhea. So this is a great protocol, and you can just massage the foot right here to help. So it would be between the big toe and the first toe, and between the second toe and the first toe right here, and that can help. But on the sock, it just basically says decrease diarrhea, improve anxiety relief, and improve constipation. So it's really simple. It just basically tells you what to press for what. So fantastic. Another thing people ask about deflating the belly. Now let's talk about this for a minute. Deflating the belly could be a poop belly, it could be a hormonal belly, it could be a cortisol belly, right? So deflating the belly, this point can help you with pooping. So if you're having bloating from not being able to poop regular, that can help. If you have a hormonal belly, this can also help to sleep better, to manage your hormone, along with your doctor's recommendation to help manage that hormonal belly. Now, this can also help you with that cortisol belly, right? Cortisol, we've talked about. Anxiety, sadness, stressors can impact serotonin, which impact melatonin, which can cause cortisol belly, which can also mess with your hunger, your appetite, your metabolism, your ability to burn fat. So this is a really good protocol. So you would acupress where it says deflate belly, which means the point is between the little toe and the fourth toe right here. And then there's also points on the back of the foot, and let's go through some really key ones. So you can also do hormone, you can also do sleep assessed, you can also do blood pressure, you can also do sadness, and you can also do metabolism. And a nice way to get all of these is on the back of the foot. You can put a little bit of magnesium oil, or you can soak your feet in some Epsom salts, or you can soak your feet in apple cider vinegar, and then you can acupress just like this. So if the toes are like this, you grab the back of the foot and you acupress like this, and this will help grounding, but it also gets the kidney 1 meridian, which will help you ground, which will help men with essence, which will help women with grounding, anxiety, stress, hormone, which will help them not only regulate a cycle, but also weight loss. And it can help. And we basically spell it out. So if you do all the points, it's going to help with hormone, sleeping, blood pressure, sadness, and boosting metabolism. And it says right here, metabolism, it says sadness, blood pressure, and sleeping, as well as hormones. Yeah, I spell it out for you so you don't have to worry. So fantastic. All right. So anybody have any questions on the socks? Let me give it a minute to go ahead and ask any questions. We're going to do a couple of ear points, and I'm going to probably try to stay behind for the men and do 1 or 2 protocols for them. So we'll give it a minute. So if you've been just joining us, we did a face point, and then how hard do you press, and how you rub. You can use the pressure that you want. You can use the pressure you want. So you don't have to, use hard pressure, firm pressure. It's really what you're comfortable. Sometimes people write to me and says it hurts. Don't use so much pressure. Don't use so much pressure. So for constipation, if you're pregnant and constipated, which is really common, you can do this point, and you can repeat as you need it. If you're not pregnant, you can do this point. And that on the foot, you can do stomach 43, but on the foot, it's just simply written as improved constipation, which is stomach 43, which, here you can just read it says improved constipation and do it. And then on the actual foot, it is between the second and third toe. And there you go. Let's see. Okay. Okay, you can use magnesium oil, Epsom salts, or you can soak your feet in apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar can be really happy. It can be happy, but 2 tablespoons in a warm bath can help with neuropathy. And then also allergies. Let's do a protocol for allergies. Everyone's struggling. I actually think I had a sinus infection that turned into a cold flu for me. That's the doctor said it would only take a few days, but I loaded up on everything. So for allergies, which is common, what you can do is you can do this point for a minute. You can do this point for a minute, and then you can do lung 10. Lung 10, you can do that for a minute. So a minute can help you greatly on your journey. And repeat as you need. You're not getting enough acupressure. I can tell you guys are not. So a minute can help you. I'm going to actually do another thing, and then we're going to also do the ear. So real quick, I want to teach you something. A lot of people ask in the lives, they ask how to reboot the head. And then they also ask what's really good for metabolism. So remember we talked about how yin tong can help balance hormone. Well, there's a hormone called human growth hormone. It is in the pituitary gland. Well, the tips of the fingers, remember, this part right here represents the head. So this part, the fingers, represent the pituitary gland. So one way you can boost metabolism as well as help yourself with nausea, because a lot of people on weight loss drugs struggle with diarrhea and nausea, is that you can acupress the tips of the fingers. So how you can do this is you can do this protocol, which I've shown you before. You can do this protocol. And another thing you can do is you can acupress the sides of each finger. And by acupressing the sides of each finger, you're getting the Jingwell points, which can help you with balancing human growth hormone and with your metabolism, so that you can be helped on weight loss. So there's a really good one. All right, let's do a few ear points, and then we're going to do final call for supers and subscribers. So let's see, on the ear. So the book has a really good protocol on the ear. So this is all spelled out in the book. So really good stuff. But what you can do is, let's do the famous peace sign. So you're going to cuff the ear on both sides, and we're going to acupress. This is a fantastic protocol for headaches, for migraines, can help you with hunger control. Like if a lot of people are wanting to lose weight and they don't want to eat till 1 or noon, this is a great protocol. This is also a great protocol to help you sleep. And sleeping is really important because it's going to help you to manage that metabolism and also your cravings. When you don't sleep 7 to 10 hours, then it messes up your metabolism, and it also can cause that cortisol belly, and can also ask you to want more sugar, sweets, and carbs. So this is a great protocol to help you sleep and reassess for weight loss. And sleep is really important also for men and women. Sleep can also balance nitric oxide and testosterone for men. And sleep is also really important for women because that nitric oxide turns into a regular period. So what you do, great protocol that you can do at nighttime, is to cuff the ear and to acupress this for a couple minutes as you lay in bed to fall asleep. Is this similar to babies wiggle their ears up and down when they are getting sleepy? I think so. Very good. Very, very good, Ashley Root. Very, very good. All right, last call for supers and subscribers. Last call for supers and subscribers. Otherwise, I'm going to hang out on YouTube and answer a few questions. And then I'm going to also check on Instagram and see if anybody has any specific questions. So, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, wow, thank you for subscribing to my channel. So last call for supers and subscribers. Supers on YouTube, subscribers on TikTok. So we'll give it another minute for supers and subscribers. And then I'm going to hang out on YouTube. So again, know that my goal is to serve. My goal is to educate. I'm using the monetization money from the lives and from also the videos to fund 2 future free clinics, one near Hyderabad, India, and another one in Washington, D.C. Also, we have these beautiful socks for sale. We have weight loss socks. We have socks on women's health, men's health. We also have socks on hair and skin and pain management. And so we have these, and they spell out where to press what. So it will share it with you. So this one is deflate belly. This one is improve constipation. This one can help you with anxiety relief. So you just basically put the sock on and acupress. And then we have these beautiful malas. And you can, on the Etsy shop, you can see, they're handmade and they are blessed, helping you bring about what your heart desires. And then we also have books on weight loss, men's health, women's health, helping you along the way. All right, fantastic. You don't have Etsy? You can go to the link in bio. And then if you go to the link in bio, the last video that I had on TikTok and Instagram, as well as YouTube, at the very end of the video, it shows you how to go to it's basically the link tree in the header. You go to the header, and you picked on a link tree, and then it says acupressure socks. So there you have it. And that's where you can get it. What can okay. So yes. So do you have an online shop? Yes, it's in the header. So if you go to the link in the header of any one of my platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, if you go to the link in the header, you will see a link tree. You click on that and you can see all my products. All right. What can I do if I have a menstrual cycle wants to come out but doesn't? We'll talk to your doctor about hormone balance. You should. And then a really nice protocol you can do is you can do large intestine 4 for a few minutes, few times a day. Few minutes, few times a day. And then for hair growth, you can get batana oil or rosemary oil, and you can do a nice marinade in your hair. Also, almond oil works really well. We use coconut oil in India. And then what you can do, and you can get these in the acupressure devices, is you have a drum roller, and after you put the oil on, you acupress where you want the hair growth to go, and acupress for 4 to 6 weeks for a few minutes every night. There you go. Okay, cool. Really cool. I'm glad you find it. Yes, the name of all my platforms is Empirical Grace. Some on it's Empirical Grace Acupuncture, some it's Empirical Grace, but you will see a link in the header. It's called a link tree, and then you can click on it and you'll see all the products. Oh, thank you for the good skin. Thank you. My nose is a little raw from all the blowing of my nose this past week. But anyway, all right, I'm going to hang out on YouTube for a little bit. Join me on YouTube. I'm going to answer the questions, and then I'll also hang out on Instagram. All right, then I will see you. Oh, okay, awesome. Tonight, questions are still coming through on TikTok. Tinnitus, as long as you're not pregnant, you can acupress just like this for tinnitus. As long as you're not pregnant, you can acupress just like this on tinnitus. And then also on the pain sock, we tell you where to press on the foot. And it is right here. You can see it says right here, support ringing in the ear and tinnitus. Right here, it says support ringing in the ear and tinnitus. And when you put the sock on the foot, it's basically between the little toe and also the fourth toe. So you would just put acupressure right here, which is gallbladder 41. And then again, don't do the hand and foot points if you're pregnant. Do not do the hand and foot points if you're pregnant. And then also tinnitus, ringing in the ear, can be worse due to sinusitis. So if that's the case, you can acupress just like this, and you can acupress just like this, and then you can also acupress just like this. All right, fantastic. Come and join me on Instagram, and also come and join me on Instagram as well as as also Instagram. All right, talk to you all soon. Join me on YouTube and Instagram. Okay, let's go ahead and go through. This live is not pre-recorded. Definitely not. Okay, I'm not seeing any real questions. I'm seeing a lot of commentary, but not, okay, I'm not seeing any real questions on here. Okay. All right, I'm going to leave it to the end if there are any. Let me go to the end. Okay, let me go to the men's channel. Okay, hi to all the gentlemen. And then I'll go to Instagram. Yes, you can do both feet or you can alternate between the feet. Okay, wonderful. All right, then if I come back here and a nice live for the men. Maybe we'll start with that next tomorrow. All right, thank you all so much. Thank you for watching. Get 20 minutes of acupressure. The lives are saved on both YouTube channels. They are not pre-recorded. They are organic and live. And then know that whether you're buying our socks, our products, or books, or watching our videos, it's going towards 2 future free clinics. And I did see a comment on there. It says there's 11 million people in Hyderabad. Yes, and I ran a free clinic before. You can see that on the YouTube channel, the main YouTube channel under TV appearances, and you'll see a documentary. And we got to start somewhere. We want to help people. We absolutely. When I first started doing the lives, only 50 people showed up. So you got to start somewhere to help, and that's really good. Okay, awesome. Yes, yes, from let's see. Okay, for headaches and migraines, you can consider doing this protocol a few minutes, a few times a day. Repeat as you need. You can do this for a few minutes and repeat as you need. You can do this for a few minutes and repeat as you need. All right, take care. Bye-bye.